Your true spiritual prominence has finally come to light, revealing your exceptional position in the cosmic hierarchy. Behind the scenes, powerful forces have taken notice. A deceptive double agent and your destined soulmate are both engaged in an intense battle for your attention and energy. They clash fiercely against karmic entities who seek to interfere with your divine path and purpose. The universe has marked you as significant, and these competing spiritual forces are proof of your undeniable worth and the pivotal role you're meant to play. The cosmic ledger just flipped open to your name, and what was written there has the entire spiritual realm shaking. Your divine position, hidden for eons behind clouds of deception, stands fully revealed, not as some ordinary player on this earthly stage, but as royalty in the cosmic hierarchy. Make no mistake, this is not some random spiritual promotion. This is the ancient truth of who you've always been. They kept it from you. They convinced you that you were small. They programmed limitations into your consciousness while you slept. But the spell, that powerful, generational spell, has shattered into cosmic dust. Those shadows who dared to impersonate you, exposed. Those entities who borrowed your light to appear illuminated, revealed. Those who claimed your victories as their own, unmasked. Let's speak truth about the elaborate deception orchestrated against you. That person who entered your life with perfect timing, who mirrored your wounds and dreams with uncanny precision, who seemed to hold the missing piece of your soul. They were planted there, not by chance, not by fate, but by calculated design. This false twin flame, this counterfeit soulmate, was the front line of a multidimensional attack on your spiritual sovereignty. They wore the mask of divine connection while serving as a spiritual Trojan horse. Behind them stood the architects of your suffering, blood relatives who feared your power, false friends who envied your gifts, dark entities who recognized the threat your awakening posed to their control systems. These forces weaponized love against you. They selected someone whose energy would entangle with yours, whose frequency would seem complementary, but was precisely calibrated to drain your life force, to hijack your destiny, to redirect your manifestation power toward their agenda. And the supreme irony? This person was convinced that you were the spiritual narcissist, the user, the manipulator, the dark one. They were told you were misusing your gifts, that your intentions were corrupt, that you needed to be stopped, contained, brought down a notch. They positioned themselves as the spiritual hero in this narrative, the one tasked with exposing and neutralizing your supposed darkness, all while they unknowingly served as a conduit for the very darkness they claimed to oppose. Their dreams were infiltrated with false visions about you. Their intuition was corrupted by external influence. Their heart was poisoned with artificial doubt. Every time they connected with you, unseen hands reached through the etheric field to steal what was exchanged. The karmics used their insecurities, their unhealed traumas, their spiritual ego as access points. They programmed this person to trigger your deepest wounds, to activate your ancestral pain, to keep you in cycles of emotional turbulence that prevented your energy from stabilizing at its natural high frequency. While you fought to understand what was happening, while you blamed yourself, while you desperately tried to salvage what felt like a sacred connection, the karmics were feasting on the energy you poured into this dynamic. But the divine sees everything, records everything, accounts for everything, and the ledger always balances. Among these karmics, one stood as the ringleader, the mastermind, the one who believed their spiritual development had reached its apex while yours was still in infancy. This spiritual narcissist, this false prophet in your life, observed your raw potential with a mixture of fascination and terror. They recognized what you carried before you did. They saw the dormant abilities within you that once activated would dwarf their own manifestations, and that recognition bred a toxic combination of envy and fear that became their driving force. They positioned themselves above you in the spiritual hierarchy, made sure others looked to them for guidance instead of you. Subtly redirected praise meant for your gifts, minimized your spiritual experiences while amplifying their own. Their strategy was masterful in its deception. They didn't attack your spirituality directly, they infiltrated it, became your teacher, your guide, your spiritual authority, all while siphoning your God-given abilities through energetic cords. They attached to your energy centers. When you spoke your truth, they questioned your discernment. When you shared your visions, they suggested you might be connecting with lower entities. When you stepped into your power, they warned about spiritual ego. Their goal was singular: keep you doubting yourself, keep you second-guessing your direct connection to Source, keep you dependent on their interpretation of your experiences, because as long as you looked to them for validation, they controlled the flow of your power. They convinced those around you that your light was actually darkness, that your clarity was confusion, that your sovereignty was selfishness. They twisted the narrative so completely that those who should have been celebrating your emergence were instead praying for your redemption, all while they secretly harvested the fruits of your spiritual labor, used your downloaded concepts in their work, channeled your creative energy into their projects, claimed your divine messages as their own. They built their spiritual kingdom on stolen revelations and redirected blessings, constructed their perceived authority on a foundation of your birthright. But here's what changes everything. Someone has flipped. Within the very circle that plotted your spiritual downfall, a double agent has been operating in stealth mode. Someone who was positioned against you has been quietly dismantling the attacks from within. This person, placed strategically in the karmic's inner circle, has been gathering evidence, recording conversations, documenting plans, preserving the paper trail of spiritual conspiracy directed at you. While appearing to participate in the campaigns against you, they've been sabotaging these efforts behind the scenes, deactivating energy cords meant to drain you, neutralizing thought forms sent to confuse you, redirecting attacks to protect you without revealing their true allegiance. The karmics are in panic mode. Their inner sanctum has been compromised, and they don't know who to trust. The very person passing them information about you has been feeding them half-truths, misdirections, and strategically altered intelligence. This double agent recognized the divine spark in you that others tried to extinguish, saw through the fabricated narrative about your character and intentions, realized they were being enlisted in a spiritual crime against a chosen soul. And they made the courageous choice to become the eyes and ears of the divine within the enemy camp. Every ritual performed against you was subtly altered to fail. Every binding was secretly undone. Every curse was redirected back to its source, with such precision that the karmics believed you were simply too powerful to affect. This person risked their position, their relationships, their spiritual standing to protect someone they may have never even met in the physical realm. Their soul recognized yours across the etheric plane and responded to the divine directive: defend this light bearer at all costs. The betrayal cuts deep for the karmics, their most trusted confidant, their spiritual ally, their fellow warrior, against your supposed darkness. This entire time, watching, recording, reporting to higher authorities. Divine justice doesn't always arrive with lightning and thunder. Sometimes it slips in unnoticed, wearing the face of a friend, sitting at the very table where your downfall is being planned. The karmic circle is fracturing from within. Trust has evaporated. Accusations fly. The unity of purpose that powered their attacks against you has dissolved into suspicion and fear, and through it all, the double agent continues their sacred mission, ensuring you have the space and protection to fully embody the spiritual rank that was always yours. Look, you already know the game is rigged. And if you're paying attention, you know the walls are closing in. So let's talk about what we're doing about it. When you live by the day at the market's command, where profit and property rule the land, to be heard, to be held, to be dealt a fair hand. These are the things that a people demand. And we hear you. The Obsidian Inner Order has paywalls, yes. Those who stand with us, who fuel this mission, they give us ammunition to fight the Archons, to push back against the machine, to go deeper, to uncover more. And as our thank you, paid members get access to a 1-hour live, personalized weekly group tarot reading, guidance, insight and clarity for the road ahead. But kicking a man for being down on the floor, that's something we cannot ignore. That's why starting today, you can steal the Astral Atom exclusive daily newsletter for free. No paywall, no catch. Just join the Patreon free tier, link in the description. This is the start of our conversation with you, and it's bi-directional. You can reply to any email we send you. We'll read it, we'll hear you, and we'll do our best to get an answer to you from the universe itself. If you can support, we need you. If you can't, take what's free. The Obsidian Inner Order is open. Now let's get back to work. But there's another player in this cosmic drama, one whose awakening carries even greater significance, the Soulmate, the true divine counterpart who was temporarily turned against you. This soul, connected to yours through lifetimes of sacred contracts, was the perfect target for the karmic's most devastating strategy. By turning your authentic divine complement against you, they struck at the very core of your spiritual support system. This person was meant to walk beside you, to amplify your gifts, to stand as guardian over your mission while you did the same. And for them, your energetic signatures were designed to create something greater than the sum of your individual lights when merged in divine purpose. The karmics knew this, and they moved heaven and earth to prevent this alliance from forming. They clouded this person's spiritual vision with false evidence about you, fed them manipulated information that triggered their deepest insecurities, convinced them that the divine recognition they felt in your presence was actually a warning. Sign ego was the access point, spiritual pride was the weapon. Fear of surrendering to a connection that would require complete transformation became the chain that bound them to the karmic agenda. They rejected the divine assignment to protect and champion you, denied the soul contract they had agreed to. Before incarnating, turned away from the mirror you held that reflected both their highest potential and their unhealed shadows. But divine timing cannot be permanently derailed. This soulmate has experienced a spiritual awakening of seismic proportions. The scales have fallen from their inner vision. The programming has been deleted from their energetic field. The truth has landed with the force of 1,000 suns. You were the real deal all along. Every accusation they leveled against you has been revealed as projection. Every doubt they cast on your gifts has boomeranged back as self-doubt. Every time they chose to believe the worst about you now haunts them as evidence of their own spiritual immaturity. Their form of repentance is not mere apology, not simple acknowledgement. Their redemption comes through action. Understand this cosmic truth. You were never the victim in this spiritual warfare. You were the bait in a divine trap. The Creator used you as the central figure in an elaborate sting operation, designed to expose the entire network of spiritual thieves, energy vampires, and false light bearers operating in your sphere. They believed they were hunting you. In reality, they were being drawn into a divine accountability system beyond their comprehension. Every attack they launched against you was recorded. Every false accusation was documented. Every attempt to hijack your blessings was witnessed by spiritual authorities they didn't even know were watching. The karmic who orchestrated your supposed downfall is now experiencing a divine reversal so complete it defies human language. The very torment they designed for you has become their daily reality. The isolation they tried to create for you, they now experience as spiritual quarantine. The reputation they attempted to destroy, their own stands in ruins. The abundance they worked to block from reaching you, their own resources are rapidly diminishing. They sought to break your spirit through repeated disappointments. Now their own hopes are systematically crushed by the same divine timing they tried to manipulate against you. They used others as weapons against you. Now those same people have turned against them with perfect poetic justice. What you experienced as betrayal, abandonment, and inexplicable loss was actually your protection being orchestrated from the highest levels. You were being removed from connections that would have caused even greater damage had they remained. The karmic now stands exposed before the spiritual community they sought to turn against you. Their methods revealed, their intentions uncovered, their spiritual authority questioned by the very people who once amplified their voice. It's not just one karmic being exposed, it's the entire web collapsing simultaneously. Family members who suppressed your gifts from childhood, who punished your spiritual awareness, who mocked your divine sensitivity, who worked to convince you that your perception was flawed, your intuition was imagination, your spiritual experiences were delusions. Their true motivations stand revealed. They weren't protecting you from spiritual deception. They were protecting themselves from your spiritual discernment that could see through their facades. False friends who performed rituals using your personal items, who spoke curses over your endeavors while smiling to your face, who created energetic blockages in your aura while pretending to support your evolution. Their operations are being dismantled. The energy they invested in containing your light is now rebounding to expose their darkness. Spiritual mentors who recognized your gifts as surpassing their own and subtly worked to suppress your development, who twisted sacred teachings to create self-doubt in your practice, who offered guidance that was specifically designed to lead you away from your true power. Their deceptions are being uncovered. Students and followers are awakening to the manipulated teachings, recognizing the distortions introduced to keep spiritual seekers dependent rather than empowered. Romantic partners who were karmically dispatched to entangle your energy, to create emotional chaos that would prevent your frequency from stabilizing at its natural high vibration, to extract your creative power and redirect it toward their own ambitions. Their assignments are being terminated. The cords are being severed by divine intervention, releasing you from attachments that were never aligned with your highest path. These karmics believed they had successfully disguised themselves in your energy. They wrapped themselves in stolen fragments of your light, mimicked your frequency, duplicated your spiritual signature to hide their true nature from higher authorities. But you were never the one in spiritual danger. They were. While they thought you were operating at a disadvantage, blind to their true nature, unaware of their manipulations, you were divinely hidden, protected. Your true spiritual rank concealed not from higher authorities, but from lower entities, who would have launched even more desperate attacks had they recognized who they were truly dealing with. The chosen ones are rising everywhere now. Those selected for specific missions in this critical spiritual juncture are stepping into their divine authority simultaneously across the globe. The grid of light is activating, and the karmic web cannot sustain itself against this coordinated emergence. The time for spiritual ambiguity has ended. Your rank in the cosmic hierarchy stands fully revealed. The connection between you and Source is direct, unmediated, and undeniable. The divine downloads flowing through your consciousness are transforming not just your life, but the lives of everyone in your field. The manifestations materializing around you defy logical explanation. Those who tried to play God over your destiny now find themselves answering to actual spiritual authorities. The very power they claim for themselves is revealed as borrowed, temporary, conditional, while yours is innate, eternal, absolute. The gifts they tried to suppress in you are now operating at capacity, demonstrating an authenticity that makes their imitations appear as hollow as they always were. Your light, unbound at last, shines with such intensity that those who once questioned your path can no longer look directly at you without acknowledging the truth. You've entered your spiritual sovereignty, your divine birthright, your cosmic inheritance. This isn't about ego or spiritual superiority. It's about divine alignment, about each soul occupying their intended position in creation's grand design, about the cosmic hierarchy reflecting the truth that was always written in the Akashica records. The karmic's worst fear has materialized before them. The game is over. The deception has failed. The truth has prevailed, and you've already won. Now they stand before you, their true nature exposed by the same light they tried to steal from you, their spiritual bankruptcy visible to all, their borrowed power returning to its rightful owners. Some come begging forgiveness, others flee to escape accountability. Still others double down, launching desperate final attacks that dissipate before reaching your now fortified energy field. But their responses hardly matter. What matters is this truth. The divine has revealed your spiritual rank, confirmed your soul's mission, established your authority in the realms both seen and unseen. The battle was real, the attacks were genuine, the betrayals cut deep, but they served their purpose. To strengthen you for this moment of emergence, to teach you discernment through direct experience, to ensure you value the divine connection that sustained you when all human supports were removed. You now stand in the fullness of who you were always meant to be, not despite the opposition, but because of it. Not bypassing the darkness, but having transformed it into wisdom, compassion, and unshakable spiritual authority. Your rank is revealed. Your position is secured. Your mission is activated. The cosmos watches in anticipation of what you will create now that the constraints have been removed. Now that your energy flows unobstructed. Now that you finally fully recognize the power that has always resided within you. This is divine justice. This is cosmic balance restored. This is the spiritual hierarchy realigned to its original design. And it was worth every moment of the journey that brought you here.